Hello and welcome to Bitcoin US dollar technical analysis. So today Bitcoin had another massive dump and I decided to wait 2 days just to let the price movements unfold. Bitcoin decided to touch and even break my make or break, or both of my make or break lines. So this means this scenario of this being an A, B, C move is done pretty much and invalid. So right now we have to go with scenario 2, which is that this is the first move down. Probably 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, massive extend wave 3, impulsive move down, this being wave B, a correctional wave in a form of a triangle. I'm on Bitstamp right now. On Bitstamp, this high did not touch the line of this triangle. However, on other marketplaces, the price did. And I looked at a couple of other marketplaces and in my opinion, this very much looks like a triangle and fits the overall correctional pattern very nice if viewed as a correctional triangle, connecting one impulsive move to the next impulsive move. So, in my opinion, as I said, this looked a little bit low, but in the end, the prices and especially Bitcoin does whatever they want or what Bitcoin wants. And yeah, so we pretty much have to go with it. This means if we look at price targets, yeah, so if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so this likely, in my opinion, this first impulsive wave of this downwards 5-wave impulse. In total, this should form a zigzag, which is 5, 3, 5 wave pattern. Usually wave 3 tends to hit this 0.618 extension, which is around $6,600. Bitcoin did just that, overshot a little bit, which is perfectly fine, and went into correctional mode. So in my opinion, this move up is a correctional move, which should go something like this, A, B, C. I'm not sure, maybe we get something like this to this trend line. We will have to wait and see, basically, yeah. But it would be perfectly fine if we just got a move like this. Okay, so A, B, C. But it should be a 3-part move anyways. Following this, there should be another 5-part move down, all the way down to this $5,840 or $50 target. This corresponds very nice. On one hand, this 0.618 extension is typically the target of a wave 5 of this impulsive move. So this is at $5,876. If I do the calculations and judging by this downwards move, we had the wave W, X, a very long Y, X, and now probably wave Z, which should lead to there. If I take the length of wave W from top price to bottom price, this likes to be the same length of wave Z, or Z likes to be the same length of wave W. If we take the length of wave W and subtract it from this high, which has been the previous X wave, we can calculate a target of $5,844 approximately. So this lines up very nice with this 0.618 extension. And I mean, yeah, pretty much I had hoped for this move to go a little bit higher, just to have a real swing high. But for the moment, it seems like this is enough. So I pretty much expect maybe sideways move, maybe a little bit up, and then pretty much a move down to $5,800. And this is hopefully the end of this correctional pattern, which has been going on forever. Following this, I expect another impulsive move. It doesn't really matter if this is in itself a W and we get another X up, or if this is a real impulsive move, being wave 3, of course. This doesn't really matter at that point. What matters is the projectional target. So if we take the low here, which was approximately $3,100, take it to the high and to this supposed low, The following wave 3 comes to a target of $23,341. Following this, I expect a correctional pattern and another wave 5, which even might go to $34,000 for one Bitcoin. So a pretty bullish outlook, and especially considering that those price targets like to get over, so prices like to overshoot those targets and not just touch them barely. So maybe there's even something more possible in Bitcoin. However, this is probably a very long-term target. I'm talking about 2 years or something. In my opinion, this looks possible to be reachable within the next year. Of course, we will have to see how Bitcoin unfolds further, but I definitely, following the following low, have my eyes set on this target. There's a possibility that, let me just go to the smaller time frame. There's a possibility that this move, this ABC move, might also be over, this A, B, and C, that this is enough. This is definitely a scenario, so maybe this unfolds completely into an impulse. But it's too early to tell right now. In my book, I'm still missing the move to the downside, and I would change my mind, of course, at some point, but I would just have to look at the following price developments. I mean, right now, there's just no way to tell, is this going to be a correctional pattern, or is this another new impulsive pattern? I mean, if I just go into more detail and look at it, it should look something 3-wave-ish, which this could be like A, B, C, 3 parts. But then again, also we could see A, B, C, a 1, 2, 3, a 4 correctional pattern, and another move up. There's just no way to tell right now. And typically an impulse would of course start with a very strong 5-part impulsive move to the upside. So far I'm not seeing that. I'm only seeing 3 parts, but then again, as I said, this is not yet finished. So yeah, we just have to wait a little longer again. So I mean, this correctional period took forever, and I don't even want to talk about this correctional period, which was about the triple length of this. But yeah, in my opinion, the end is coming nearer, and especially once Bitcoin should go, or if Bitcoin goes down here, there's a lot of momentum gained from this intensive, endless correctional period. Bitcoin is also heavily oversold. So yeah, a very exciting time to witness this right now. And yeah, definitely, as I said, short term, I think right now it looks like a correctional pattern and then another move down. Long or mid-term, obviously the rally targets $23,000 and more for following wave 3, and about $34,000 for wave 5. But then again, we have to see how wave 3 unfolds and then following correctional wave 4 before we can take any guesses on where the definitive high of this wave 5 will be. Okay, so yeah, that's it pretty much for Bitcoin. I decided to take a little mid-term to long-term approach, just to get a better look at the bigger picture of where I think in which or what I think in which stage Bitcoin is right now. Yeah, so basically I think maybe a couple of weeks correction and then rally up, or just maybe rally up from here, or get a connection wave and then another correction down. But that's just no way to tell. In my opinion, this correction should be fine. Judging by the length of this correction period is extensive and has corrected a lot of the previous movement. So this should definitely be enough, in my opinion, to launch off this next rally. And yeah, pretty much within the next year, I'm looking for this target at around $23,000. That's the next one I have my eyes peeled for. And yeah, we will see what happens. Right now, we have to look at the short-term targets and just give Bitcoin a couple more hours to complete its movements, and then hopefully be a little bit better readable, and maybe we get a good guess as to what this next pattern might look like. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and see you soon.